November's a perfect date. He had a great
to come
fight
back against Boots or to get a tune-up and then Boots?
No, we don't need a tune-up. We want to go straight into Boots. We want straight into Boots. If Boots decides to fight Kelly and take advantage of Kelly being cut and everything, then that's kind of showing me that you really don't want to fight Vergil.
Well, he's already said he's more interested in Kelly and Fundora because he wants the 4 belts.
No, that's a lie, because he doesn't want to fight Vergil. He wanted to fight Vergil before. Why not anymore? Because he's the champion. He wants to unify. No, the fight against Vergil is 3 times bigger when it comes to his payday, to a meaningful fight. Nobody's gonna care.
Say it, man. Look. Come on. Look, he just got to the division, right?
Yep.
Got 2 fights in the division. He just beat a unified world champion.
Hold on. Time out.
Hold on.
Who did Zayas beat to be called the champion?
You can't do that.
What do you mean who he beat to be called the champion?
Who cares what a sanctioned body assigns a belt?
Jorge Garcia? Not Ryan Garcia.
No.
Jorge Garcia.
Yeah, well, he beat Jorge.
Right, so you mean to tell me you call someone a champion because they beat Garcia?
Listen to me, he won the belt.
Right, he won a belt. That's different than being champion.
I get that, I understand that.
At 140 pounds.
Hittable, for sure. Hittable.
Gotta get inside on him.
I think he's become overrated on the tournament
But at the same time, when you get inside, he's better inside than he is outside, in my opinion. He'll chop you up with those uppercuts, and he's tough. The things that I like in this division, 154, is that you have Boots. You see his determination. Did you see it the other night? You saw his determination and will? Vergil Ortiz, what is he at? That determination and that will?
And Vergil's a little twitchy, too, for a guy with power.
Yeah.
And aggression.
And
he got a lot of heart.
Fundora.
Not even a year since Vergil's last fight, and it seems like they already forgot his last couple of performances, man. Those were the 2 of his best performances against Madrimov, a guy that almost beat Crawford, and the way he did, dominated with no questions, and then goes and knocks out Lupin in the second round, making it look so easy.
Robert Garcia has delivered a major update on Vergil Ortiz Jr.'s next move, while also sending a strong message toward Jaron Boots Ennis about the money, competition, and legacy that would be on the line in a possible future showdown between the two.
Because he's the champion, he wants to unify. No, the fight against Vergil is 3 times bigger when it comes to his payday, to a meaningful fight. Nobody's gonna care because you beat Kelly or you beat Vergil. You know what I mean? A win over somebody like Vergil means a lot more than Josh Kelly.
It does, but
you know what I mean?
But if he's gonna go the Kelly route, don't you have to go after Fundora to?
Yeah, then we'll do that.
Right.
Then we'll do that. Yeah, then we'll do that. If Boots decides to go after Kelly and take advantage of that big old cut, and right now is the moment to do it, then that's the way they're gonna do it. I can't.
Vergil Ortiz Jr. wants a meaningful and significant victory, not a simple confidence-building fight. According to Garcia, Ortiz is preparing to make a real statement, especially if a clash with Boots Ennis eventually becomes a reality.
I agree with Vergil. I think if Vergil is able to, fight Boots and we were able to get those punches, I think it's over. I think Vergil is not going to hold back. Vergil has great, insane power at 154. So I think
the situation has drawn even more attention after Mauricio Solomon shared his views on the mandatory situation involving Sebastian Fundora and Vergil Ortiz. His comments have added another layer to the ongoing uncertainty surrounding what Ortiz does next.
With both camps, and now it is just very recent that Ortiz and Golden Boy have finalized their legal situation. But now Fundora has a fight scheduled, and Ennis who was supposed to fight Ortiz, that was their petition. He already has another direction, so we have to see what's going to happen. But we have been consistent and always in communications with both Golden Boy for Ortiz and with PBC and TGB with Fundora.
Well, what are the chances you make that happen, though, that you mandate it after
that's a fight
mandatory?
That's a fight that we all should be looking for.
Robert Garcia is convinced that Vergil Ortiz Jr. has the ability to stop Boots Ennis. Tim Bradley, however, sees the matchup very differently and expects Ennis to control the fight throughout. Given Bradley's experience and deep knowledge of the sport, his prediction has sparked plenty of conversation.
Step into a ring with Ortiz, we may see a completely different guy, especially if he gets touched.
Man, he gonna cook Ortiz.
Oh,
he gonna cook Ortiz just like he just got done cooking Zayas. Look, man.
But that was expected, though.
Listen to me.
You talk about Zaire as a guy that isn't known for his punching power at all. That was
or his speed, or really his skills. He he checks boxes at a decent level, but not at an elite level.
But the thing is that he didn't feel the pop. You got to understand that about Boots. Boots is willing to take yours to get his, and it's a trap, right? A lot of his flows, but I'm just telling you that I know it's not always a good thing, but it works for him, and I think that he fights off of feeling. That's what it is. It's feeling. You understand that, right?
Garcia strongly disagrees with Bradley's confidence in a potential Boots versus Vergil fight. He believes Bradley's support for Ennis may involve more than just straightforward boxing analysis. Garcia argues that once these two finally share the ring, Ortiz's non-stop pressure, physical strength, and punching power could expose areas of Boots' game that are often overlooked by people who watch from the outside.
A former world champion, a great person. He knows how to speak well. He's done commentary on fights for ESPN, so he's got experience on everything. Maybe it's just favoritism. Maybe it's just something to do with being, having a favorite fighter. It could be that. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying he's, I can't say, because we don't know. You're wrong, or get in a fight with Timothy Bradley, because I'm not gonna do that. He's a friend and a good person, but I think the opposite. I totally think the opposite. I think Vergil, look, do people forget that it was just last year?
Garcia also points back to Vergil Ortiz's win over Israel Madrimov, reminding fans that Madrimov was competitive against Terence Crawford and made him work throughout their entire fight. Garcia feels Ortiz's recent accomplishments are being forgotten far too quickly. He points out that two of Vergil's strongest and most impressive performances came within the past year, yet the boxing world has already moved its attention elsewhere.
And the way he did, and the skills that he showed, a Madrimov who almost beat Crawford, and then Vergil goes out and does what he did with Madrimov. I think not only Timothy, but a lot of people might have that already. And then he goes and dominates second round knocker Lubin. But man, it hasn't been not even a year since Vergil's last fight. And it seems like they already forgot his last couple of performances, man. Those were the two of his best performances against Madrimov, a guy that almost beat Crawford, and the way he did, dominated with no...
Ennis, meanwhile, appears to be looking in a different direction entirely. Rather than continuing to discuss a Vergil Ortiz matchup, Ennis has shown more interest in moving toward Sebastian Fundora and appears frustrated with being asked the same questions repeatedly. His focus is firmly on capturing world championships and establishing himself as one of the division's leading fighters, with Fundora or Josh Kelly potentially standing in his way next.
The better I'm gonna be, the sharper I'm gonna be. So, I'm here to, collect these belts, and I want to be undisputed at 154, and I will be undisputed at 154. I ain't get to do it at 47. So, the next best thing is the, Fundora or Kelly. So, and I feel like everybody want to see me and Fundora because he, he'll tall Tez.
Yeah, I love the Fundora fight. I think that's probably my favorite fight for you that's available right now. Sounds like he might be doing his mandatory next. And then, of course, we have Josh Kelly. But look, Vergil Ortiz, we know you already accepted that fight back in April, and then his court issues with Golden Boy prevented the fight from happening. Are you getting a little tired of the situation now? Because I know you're asked about it everywhere you go.
Yeah,
Josh Kelly has offered a very different take on Boots Ennis. Kelly believes there are weaknesses in Boots' game that have already been visible to fans who pay close attention. In his view, high-level opponents can find ways to make Ennis genuinely uncomfortable inside the ring. Kelly still recognizes Boots as an elite talent, but believes those vulnerabilities could become increasingly important as Ennis faces stronger opposition going forward.
We hadn't seen before, so it's a good watch.
Yeah. Was there anything that surprised you about it, would you say, when you were watching it?
How fast the fight caught straight away. I'd expect a little bit more boxing, a little bit more feeling out, especially from Xander, but just caught a light.
Tim Bradley also sees Josh Kelly as a serious test for Boots Ennis. He believes Kelly's footwork, timing, experience, and technical skills could create problems that most opponents simply cannot. Bradley points out that Kelly is unlikely to just stand in front of Boots and trade punches, meaning Ennis could be forced to solve a complicated tactical challenge throughout the fight.
is Josh Kelly. I think Josh Kelly's a little bit more difficult fight, believe it or not, than Vergil Ortiz. Styles make fights. Josh Kelly don't look like much, but he's quick. He got good reflexes. He got some pop on his shots. He's very deceiving. And he got legs. And he gonna move around all night, and Boots gonna have to chase. He gonna have to chase. And he gonna have to chase. And you know, Boots don't really like to chase. You can hear it when they talking. Well, if he's standing right there in front of me, it's gonna be night. You know, it's not gonna be a short night. They like guys that stand in front of them. Vergil Ortiz, yeah, they.
Bradley believes Ennis eventually has the ability to break through Kelly's defense, but does not expect it to happen quickly or easily. Boots would need to stay composed, study Kelly's movements carefully, and wait patiently for the right openings to present themselves. Bradley believes rushing forward could actually work against Ennis, so discipline and precise timing would be absolutely essential if Boots wants to turn those opportunities into real damage.
His defense, even though he's very elusive, Boots throwing combinations, something eventually gonna crack that defense. You know, especially when guys that they just like to use the head movement and be, you know, elusive and agile. You can let those punches fly, man, and something eventually is gonna get in there on the guy. And as long as Boots is pressing forward, cutting off the ring, right, prepare himself for boxers, he should have no problem beating Josh Kelly. However, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit more time for him to be able to get to him, judging by, you know, what I know about Boots Ennis. So, salute, OG. I appreciate you. Hey.
Greg Hackett takes a much more confident position, pushing back against the idea that Josh Kelly has any realistic chance of beating Boots. He views Kelly as another tough obstacle in Ennis's path, but nothing more than that. Hackett also warns against comparing Kelly's previous fight with Bacher to a matchup against Boots, because Ennis presents an entirely different kind of threat through his ability to fight from both stances, his speed, his athleticism, and his finishing power.
I mean, I hope we get one of the guys, you know what I mean? But Josh Kelly is just another victim, you know what I'm saying? To be real. I mean, he in the way. I mean, we respect Josh Kelly, but he gotta go. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is right now. You ask me. He has hand speed. We know that he got quick feet. And, you know, he going to try to make the fight tough for you. He's not the biggest puncher, but he can hit a little bit. And, you know, with a guy like Josh Kelly, you just got to be patient. You can't be eager to get to him because, you know, he going to make sure he do whatever to get up out of there. Like he did with Bacher. Gave Bacher some trouble, but Boots isn't Bacher. So, you know, it's going to be a different type of fight. But, yeah, those are the things you got to watch out for. You can't just go in there and think you're going to just punch him in.
Even while making Ennis the clear favorite, Hackett acknowledges that the fight would still require a smart and disciplined approach. He breaks down how both fighters could try to control the contest and pays particular attention to Kelly's movement, timing, and technical strengths. From Ennis's perspective, Hackett believes Boots would need a focused and patient strategy to cut off the ring and deal with Kelly's ability to create distance and change the pace of the fight.
Probably be the quickest we ever seen him. He's gonna be quick on his feet, hands gonna be fast, and he's gonna be trying to get in and get out. You know what I mean? So you gotta be good and patient and be ready to go to that body. You know what I mean?
If you're Boots, how do you approach this fight with a guy that you know?
Patience, because he's not really trying to get in the shootout. Xander was willing to get in the shootout with Boots. Josh Kelly is not really willing to get in the shootout. That ain't what he's trying to do. Josh Kelly trying to be who he is, pretty boy. You know what I mean? So that means when you carry a name like that, you basically your style off hit and not get hit. You know what I mean? So that's saying he gonna be in there trying his best to get off and get the fuck about it.
Sebastian Fondor has also weighed in on a possible matchup and believes Vergil Ortiz could end up facing Boots before Fondor gets his own opportunity. Fondor favors Ortiz in that fight and believes Ennis showed clear openings during his recent battle with Xander Zaz. In Fondora's view, Ortiz's physical strength, relentless pressure, and aggressive style could create real problems for Boots and potentially give Vergil enough control to win rounds on the judges' scorecards.
Saw some flaws from Boots with the last fight. I mean, he looked great. I mean, he beat Zayas. I mean, pretty easy. But that third round still raises some questions, right? I mean, it raised everybody some questions. How does he do with pressure? Vergil, the pressure fighter, and he hits hard. I consider myself also a pressure fighter. He throws a lot of punches and hits hard. So we'll see what happens when he fights one of us. I mean, I guess Vergil's first. So we'll see what happens with that, but I favor Vergil.
Well, actually, man, your deepest thoughts about them as opponents for yourself than each other.
Oh, yeah. I'll beat them both.
Sebastian Fundora continues to be viewed by many analysts as one of the most difficult challenges available to Boots Ennis right now. Max Kellerman points to Fundora's extraordinary height and reach as potential advantages that could create serious and unique problems for Ennis. Kellerman also noted the improvement Fundora showed against Keith Thurman, suggesting that his physical dimensions combined with his developing skills could force Boots to deal with a style he has very rarely encountered throughout his career. That is all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And do not forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next one.